So Donald Trump doesn't want to help Rudy Giuliani pay his legal bills. Yesterday, we covered this story where Rudy Giuliani and his legal team were basically begging Trump and his team to pay Rudy's legal bills because Rudy, if we're being honest, did all these illegal and immoral and shady things for Donald Trump and never got paid. And now he's facing severe consequences for those actions. And he's like, look, Rudy needs money. He's got millions of dollars of legal bills coming or already, accrued, and he needs help. And I said last night, and I'm very confident, and it turns out I was probably right, that Trump would never, ever do this. Donald Trump doesn't even pay people the money that he owes them, let alone extra money out of the goodness of his heart. So he never paid Rudy the $20K a day he was supposed to pay Rudy to help him lie about the election from November to January. He never paid Rudy that money. He never gave Rudy the pardon. And so while Rudy was getting sued by these companies for lying for Trump, and while Rudy was going to the Ukraine to blackmail people for Trump, he wasn't really getting paid, and Trump was getting all of this benefit, and Rudy was getting into trouble. And now Trump doesn't want to bail him out. And the Rudy team is absolutely delusional. Earlier today, and I have it up on the screen here, you have Andrew Giuliani, who used to work for Trump, and is Rudy Giuliani's son. He might want to run for governor of New York, saying hopefully in the next day and a bit, we'll get Donald Trump and the legal team to pony up some cash. But Maggie Haberman, who is one of the best journalists at getting the scoop on Trump, says this is unlikely. Trump knows about this, and he says it's not his call. Donald Trump would love to help Rudy, but he doesn't feel it's his responsibility to help Rudy. And she notes there at the end, this isn't a matter of Donald Trump not knowing Rudy is in trouble. This isn't a matter of Donald Trump being hard to reach, and if they could just get 5 minutes with Trump, they could change his mind. Donald Trump, if anything, watches the news. We know this. He watches Fox and all the networks, and Fox has been talking about this Rudy story. He's been on Tucker. Donald Trump knows the news, at least in the mainstream right-wing news. He knows that. And so Donald Trump knows Rudy's in trouble. He absolutely knows and doesn't care, or at least doesn't care enough to part with his own money. And again, I say this all the time. Never show loyalty to Donald Trump and never work for Donald Trump unless he pays you all the money you're owed up front. And frankly, if I was going to work for Trump, and I would never work for Trump, but if somebody was going to work for Trump and they talked to me about it, I'd say, hey, ask for like 120% of what you're owed, because you know somewhere down the line, Donald Trump's going to try to rip you off and you need a little bit of extra insurance money to cover your ass when the final bill comes in. There's no loyalty from Donald Trump. We've seen it. We've seen all these Republicans do everything for Trump. And if they slip up once against him, they're 100% disloyal. Look what he did to Pence. Pence never did anything wrong to Trump until he did his constitutional duty to acknowledge the election results. And Trump tried to have him killed by the mob. He tried to have his thugs take his life at the Capitol. And look at Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell barely ever stands up to Donald Trump. He's not even standing up to Donald Trump right now, as he basically launched an attack on Liz Cheney. And still, despite the fact that McConnell almost never attacks Trump, Trump attacked Mitch McConnell today in one of his stupid social media press releases. There is no loyalty from Trump, and I just don't get why right-wingers can't understand that like the rest of us normal people do.